Yeah, by Joe, let me take it to France. Diamonds hot, get it ice out again. Been through rocket, a climber, and niggas on top of these niggas not with it. Bitch, I love money all over the digits. Niggas look up to me cause I go get it. Little bitch, she attached to me, and she with it.
Okay, I'm back to another video. So today we have a big one. We have Dave's brand new album. I am making this as a video, not a live stream. I usually live stream album reactions, and the last two I've done have been blocked on YouTube right now. If anyone's wondering where the Pop Smoke and the KSI album reaction are, they were blocked on YouTube. You can't find them anymore. But I wasn't going to do this one as a live stream because I don't know how many Americans are interested in Dave's music. Hopefully this video will increase the amount of Americans that are interested in Dave's music. Hopefully I can expose you guys to Dave because he's my favourite artist. He's one of the best we've got from the UK, and yeah, this is about to be fire. I'm very, very excited for this. I feel like some Americans know who Dave is, right? He's one of the UK's biggest artists, and he's done a track with Drake as well, so I'm sure that gave him some exposure. But yeah, I'm so excited for this album. I've been waiting for this all year, and then the Titanium and Mercury little double track drop, that got me even more excited. Clash got me even more excited. That's the one track I've heard off this album, and I did a reaction to that on this channel, so I'll probably skip past this in this video because I've already reacted to it. If you want to go and see my reaction to that, you can go over to the video on my channel. But anyway, I'm about to get into this album. I'm so excited. I've been waiting all day. I've been not recording this video. Another reason I wasn't live streaming is I wasn't really sure when I was going to have time to film this video, so I thought I'm not going to like say I'm going to live stream at a certain time just in case I can't make it. So I thought, yeah, a video makes more sense, and yeah, I'll try and live stream. There's some albums coming up in the future as well. Kid Leroy's is dropping tonight at midnight, so possibly that will be coming at some point. Kanye's is dropping whenever he feels like it. So yeah, I'll be doing some more album content at some point in the future, and I'll probably be live streaming it. But I just thought I'd do this one as a single video, and also just to test out how the videos work. And I'm going to try, hopefully I won't have to cut this one up and make it like where I skip every like 10 seconds of the song. Hopefully I can just play it all the way through. But if the videos gets like blocked like that, then I might have to cut it up. But hopefully this can just be like a nice like hour and a half sit down where I just listen to the whole album. And the album is an hour long, even though it's only 12 songs. We've got a whole hour of content here from Dave because he's got some long songs on this one, as he often does. Almost a 10-minute song here, and I mean this tends to be like a trend with Dave. He likes to do longer songs. I think on his last two projects he's had like a song that's been over or like near 10 minutes. He likes to do that, like a long drawn out song where he tells a story. So yeah, this should be good. Let's just go ahead and get straight into it. Before we do, actually, can I let you guys know? Well, not let you guys know. Can I ask you guys to like this video? Can you go down if you're watching right now and give this video a like? It really helps me out. And also make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss my next upload, which will probably be some more album content. And also I do US and UK music reactions. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the very first track, We're All Alone. Let's go. Also, I do have a fan on. If you can hear that, I apologise, but I could not film this video without a fan. It is boiling in the UK right now, so hopefully the mic isn't picking that up too bad. But yeah, I apologise if it is.
I remember when I used to be innocent. Ain't shit changed, I'm a young black belligerent. What's the point of being rich when your family ain't? It's like flying first class on a crashing plane. Dinners with the same niggas, just higher bills. And all the models Himalayan, they got higher hills.
Yes. Okay, I'm liking the way this is starting. The production sounding very, very good. Setting the tone for the album. I feel like this is about to be a whole experience, which Dave's music usually is. But yeah, it's just dinner with the same people, but higher bills. It's like Dave's kept a lot of the same people around it. You can, like, genuinely, I know a lot of rappers say that, you can genuinely look back at some of, like, Dave's, like, old freestyles, and there's the same faces coming up that he has in his music videos now. It's sick.
Child of an immigrant, lifestyle frivolous. Round here we keep bad company, couldn't people pay dividends? What's the point of being rich when your family ain't? It's like flying first class on a crashing plane. I had dreams of doing architecture or sitting through a Harvard lecture. How the fuck I end up being Harvey Specter? You got points in your creative license. Arse raps, that's a criminal graduating.
Bro, this beat is so sick. Like the little melodies, whatever that instrument is in the back is sick. The production on this is sounding very, very high quality.
The women is sort of fucking snakes. You idolize the girl, there's no way I wife. Cause the pastor is Gambaroni, the watch is a classic rollie, the pussy is sacred, it's holy like matrimony. I'm paying that alimony, the number, the acrimony, the flight is the Santorini, the car is a Lamborghini, the cheese, the cheddar, the mozzarella, the fettuccine, the only aim. Look at my...
Bro, the flows, the bars, everything.
And on my test, I'm blessed. Why? Because the pastor is Gambaroni, the watch is a classic rollie, the pussy is sacred, it's holy like matrimony. I'm paying the alimony, the numb the acrimony, the flight is the Santorini, the car is a Lamborghini, the cheese, the cheddar, I got a message from a kid on Sunday morning, said he don't know what to do and that he's thinking of killing himself. Me and him got more in common than he thinks, but I tell him to see a shrink so I can go on and live with myself. I knew that my life was a film from when I had to share a bed with my mum and I was pissing myself. I just want my flowers while I'm here so I can put them at the front of the grave that I've been digging myself. I grew up in a 2-bed flat with 7 people living with me, you don't know what I did for myself.
Bro, Dave's music, especially album music as well, not just like singles he puts out to try and chart. Dave's music like this is just it's more than just like hip hop, it's like a whole musical experience. Like, he's rapping over piano, like just piano, not even a beat right now.
I just want my flowers while I'm here so I can put them at the front of the grave that I've been digging myself. I grew up in a 2-bed flat with 7 people living with me, you don't know what I did for myself. Poverty's killing us, the government's killing us, if they ain't killing us then we're killing ourselves. I will die for the niggas I love. My life's full of plot holes and I'm filling them up. I got a message from a kid on Monday morning, said he's grateful I responded and he's feeling at peace with himself. Me and him got more in common than he thinks, but I tell him it's nothing big so I can go on and live with myself. I knew that God had cast me as the lead in something special when he messaged me and told me that I saved his life. In 23 years I've done so much wrong, but in that moment I just felt like I had made it right.
Hey Dave, it's Molly Cowan. We sent you...
Bro, this is Dave storytelling. Just goated. And like, if that, I'm presuming that was a real story as well. Crazy, honestly. Like, yeah, that's some real shit. Solid first track, a whole different kind of switched up completely throughout in the middle of the track around here, like the beat just switched up. Very, very good introduction to the album. I feel like that's what an intro song should be about, just like a little teaser for what's to come in the rest of the album. Very, very solid track. Production, insane, honestly. Dave's production, like, he was sick on Psychodrama. He had the same kind of thing where he'd had, like, the therapist talking, like, the little voiceovers and, like, a switch up in a beat. The production is just sounding, like, levels above even Psychodrama. Just, like, clean and precise and, yeah, very, very quality production. Now we have the next track, Verdansk. I'm wondering if this is a Warzone centered track. Anyway, let's get into this.
Just had to kick a chick out of the studio for the shit's nuts.
I see it's like starting off with your piano beat, it's just blending into the last track. Like, I feel like having an album that can all kind of flow as one and all blend into each other is a good thing.
Nah, like in Cal's words, fam, the truth is madder than fiction, fam. It's nuts out here.
Alright, write that shit down.
Look, I see a thing that I touch, tell me about talking stage, gotta tell her don't force it. Beef, man, pepper and salt it, me and RJ gotta pull up, no talking trap. You ain't got a rack to your name, my bro, bricklaying, we don't know about Shoreditch. On the right day, man, I just frisk him, on the wrong day, I'm getting man airlifted. I'm in Hollywood Hills with a white Rolls Royce and the one brown in from Compton. The Lambo park just in front, man.
Bro, how is Dave spitting over literally just someone just playing fucking chords on the piano and he still makes it go crazy, honestly.
Just frisk him on the wrong day, I'm getting man airlifted. I'm in Hollywood Hills with a white Rolls Royce and the one brown in from Compton. The Lambo park just in front, man, pull up to the bumper and do it like Conscience. She want chest petite with a back like jelly. I'm seeing man send indirects. If you want a war man, then you better be vocal. My right hand got a semi that's local and this brown and I can't post on socials. My girl got...
That's an interesting bar. If you want a war man, be vocal. Chip was pretty vocal.
Betty, the back 4K like a HD telly. Best believe that I'm back like Nelly. Chest petite with a back like jelly. Airport, we're going for bands. I hopped out the plane, I ain't going for dance. What you know about telling the 10-10 to keep her clothes on the moving good? I ain't on beating or misogyny, it's mahogany, I got bougie wood. Look, Airbnb with the guys, it's a white man's face that I used to book. If man pepper and salt it, me and RJ gotta pull up, no talking.
Yeah, this is fire.
You ain't got a rack to your...
Again, it's just like, it's not even like an insane beat. He's spitting over a piano, playing some chords and a little kind of just like 2 layers of a beat. It's barely any beat there. He's doing all the work himself. Like, the flow is carrying the song. His voice is carrying the song instead of the beat, like, being the main feature. And I think that's a sign of when someone is a talented and actually, like, good rapper in themselves. Not just, like, necessarily a good music maker, but, like, when you're good at actual rap, you can just do this kind of track.
Hey, my bro, Brick Lane, we don't know about Shoreditch. Rental, I never insured it. M25 got a whip that calmly. Man try beef my doggy. Warzone ting, how I come for a party. Still got a one black star like.
Fire. The Warzone references as well. Could definitely be a Warzone soundtrack. We do have Clash next. I'm gonna go ahead and skip this one because I've already done a reaction to Clash. So if you want to go and see that, you can go and check out my video. Moving on to the third track I'm listening to right now, In the Fire. This is a whole 7-minute track. Let's go.
I know I got religion. I belong to the noisy crew.
Tried in that fire. I heard bullets sing higher than Mariah and Choir. Spent a lot of time trapping. Now I'm trying to.
Wait, hold up. Who is it? Fuck. Who is? Is there? There's features. There's more features. There's features that were not mentioned. Who is that?
That's the way we Christians do. Oh,
Have you been tried in that fire? I heard bullets sing higher than Mariah and Choir. Spent a lot of time trapping. Now I'm trying to retire. But this shit runs in my blood, and I'm the guy they require. Yeah, these
Bro, why can't I tell who that is? Is it J Hus? I don't know. I'm gonna. Oh wait, hold up. I'm gonna have to Google this. In the Fire. Dave. Feature fire. How is it J Hus? No, it's Fredo. It's Fredo. Of course, it's fucking Fredo. I'm so stupid. What am I talking? It's fucking obviously Fredo. Yeah. Anyway, we got a Fredo feature that was not expected.
we shout when we get happy. That's the way we Christians
How could I not tell
do.
that was Fredo? I'm stupid.
Have you been tried in that fire? I heard bullets sing higher than Mariah and Choir. Spent a lot of time trapping, now I'm trying to retire. But this shit runs in my blood and I'm the guy they require. Yeah, these guns don't bring nothing but prison and death still. My niggas just admire the fire. Grinding in cold nights, putting light to the flame.
Bro, how did I think that was J Hus? Look, I'm tired. I've had a long day. I'm recording this late.
Spent a lot of time trapping, now I'm trying to retire. But this shit runs in my blood and I'm the guy they require. Yeah, these guns don't bring nothing but prison and death still.
I think it was just because I was wanting a J Hus feature. I was like trying to make it happen in my brain. I would love a J Hus feature, but I mean, if there's tracks like this that apparently he's just not gonna let you know the feature for, maybe there is a J Hus feature coming. Let's hope so.
My niggas just admire the fire. Bro, squeeze any miss, but we admire and try. Finesse kid, you can never lie to a liar.
For my entrance, I took the fire exit, tried and tested, about 20 times arrested, 2 times guilty, no comment, I guess they guessed.
Bro, I'm not able to tell who this is. Meeks. Okay, I actually don't know who that is. That's just my bad. Meeks. Do I know who that is? I feel like I might do. Fucking hell, I don't know. But he's bringing every feature on here.
Couple times better, no forensics. This a DZ pendant, I don't need a necklace. We stay protected and connected, it's the energies I'm blessed with. And now they watching like Netflix. I'm done trying to be somebody to some nobodies. I'm being so honest, and they don't know porridge.
Fire burning while I'm watching higher learning. Guns busting, tigers turning.
Bro, what's going on? It's a whole cipher. It's a whole cipher. What's that get?
And some robotics. If you fell in my fire, you probably roast on it. Heat up the stove and put a hope on it. Cause they don't care about our lives, I put my soul on it. I'm done trying to be somebody to some nobodies. I'm being so honest, and they don't know porridge.
Fire burning while I'm watching higher learning. Guns busting, tigers turning. That's a Russian and a German.
Come on.
That's your phone ringing, you can hear the beat. You won't be saved by the bell when you hear the screech. My older cousin wasn't known for nothing. Never had no one I could call, but I was old in something. I'm digging deep with this tool like I'm known for plumbing. Something in your chest like it's Robitussin. Word to arseness, I burnt all this. I stood in front of all 3 dragons and heard Jakaris. I stood in front of the fire and learned to cook. Finished my verse and never heard a hook.
Riskiest numbers. This jungle
Gigs.
stick for your youngers.
Let's go.
He's hungry, picked.
Bro, he's just getting everyone. Oh shit. This is sick. Okay, I'm on board for this. I still don't know how I recognise fucking Fredo's voice as J-Hus. I'm not great at recognising voices, you know, but bro, Gets, Gigs, Fredo. Come on. I feel like I should know who Meeks is as well. I feel like I might know who he is. I'm not sure. I recognise the name. I might have listened to his music at some point. I feel like I should know who he is. Bro, we got some big names on this. Let's go.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
And Gets went crazy.
Uplift my girl like I'm Swayze in the water. Burning bush. I stood in front of the fire and learned
just
to
hear
cook.
that? Yeah.
Finished my verse and never heard a hook.
Let's go, Gigs, come on.
Riskiest numbers. This jungle, stick for your youngers. He's hungry, picked off the fungus. Kept humble, slipped him 100. The government's twisted, I covered this shift to cover this Christmas. Forget them old friends, I'm done with those pictures. They color coded, my brothers and sisters. Run the rhythm, you're a brother but you're running with him.
Bro, I love it when artists do this, you know, they just throw features at you like unexpected, like it's not listed on their track list. I love it. It happened on J. Cole's album as well. You just get an unexpected feature. Oh, 4 in this case, and possibly more to come. I don't even know if Dave's going to come on this track. It's just a whole UK cipher of some goats from the UK.
Accusing me of colorism, blinded because you look at me with tunnel vision. I was falling, but I've gone and risen. Is this nigga trusty or sideshow Bob when he's creeping on crusty? Streets keep me tussling, people disgust me. Racist disease, that shit that disgusts me. I bring truth, but they love a lie. Plans, I'm the man you should run and buy.
In the fight, I've been tried.
Okay, here's
the way
Dave.
I've been wired inside. You can hide or glide. I could have been deported. That's the definition of a fight or flight. You can type who you like. I know about homeless. Blaszczykowski, I'm trying to score with the Polish. Pain in my eyes. Plans of me staying in the...
Bro, I never thought I'd hear fucking Blaszczykowski's name in a bar, because that's just too complicated, but Dave is here with it.
In the fight, I've been tried. Affected the way I've been wired inside. You can hide...
Bro, I'm trying to skip back like 5 seconds, but because this track is so long, it just takes me back to the start of the verse, but fuck it, I don't mind having to listen to this again.
Glide. I could have been deported. That's the definition of a fight or flight. Crimes on the rise, hate's on the rise. Feel like everything but my mum's pay's on the rise. Did you come through? That's the question.
Bro, pay rise for the fucking nurses, come on.
Crimes on the rise, hate's on the rise. Feel like everything but my mum's pay's on the rise. Did you come through? That's the question. Affording a burner was never man's problem. Adoption, we couldn't find homes for the weapons. By the station, we got polls, no election in the fires. Where we start from.
Fire. Bro, that track, man. That track. It's a 7-minute track and I did not get bored. Which is just a testament to how good this music is. Production, man. It's so fire. It's so fire. And that whole track just like telling the story of what it's like to grow up in this country as a working class black person. Cold. And getting those eyes done.
New people, and then those people will tell you new stories. Then you become a voice for the voiceless. I mean, you should ask Daniel really and truly where he goes to find himself, because I don't know anything, I'm just speculating.
I recognise that voice. Who is this?
More importantly, for you and your family, you then get to ask the questions and answer the questions about where you were made, like where you come from, where you're going. London, Lagos, LA. The journey is the film.
Bro, whose voice is that? Okay, I've got an ad now, so I'm just gonna have to skip through this. Anyway, I felt like I recognised the voice at the end of that. I'm not sure. Yeah, I should probably get Spotify Premium, shouldn't I? If I'm gonna carry on doing album reviews, I should probably get Spotify Premium. Anyway, this album so far has been insane, and I love the fact that he just sprung that track on us. Had some fire features on there. Yeah, I'm gassed. I think the J-Hus one was just me wanting a J-Hus feature. I mean, if there's one thing I could hope for from this album so far, just more than this, it would be a J-Hus feature. That would be perfect. Dave and J-Hus go so well together. But anyway, so far this album has been insane. Just like production quality, this might be one of the best produced UK projects I've ever heard. This is just every part of the production is just on point, perfect. Like his vocals are tuned perfectly, the beats, selections, everything. The voiceovers like fit so well with everything. It's so fire. It's so fire. I'm loving this album so far. We're, 3 songs in, including Clash. Not including Clash. Yeah. This album is living up to expectations so far. And now we are moving on to the next song. Let me put my volume back up. Moving on to the next song. 3 Rivers. Let's go. And he's loving the piano beats on this album as well. It's a very Dave kind of style, I think, these kind of piano beats. Similar to Psychodrama. It's clearly got a theme as well. Like, this clearly has a general kind of theme of general sound to it, that lots of the tracks so far are sounding, not like, it's not similar in a bad way, as in like similar as in there's a theme throughout the album. They've all got fairly similar beats, fairly similar productions. There's a general, like, continuity throughout the album, which is always a good thing.
Look, imagine an island where the party never ends, where it's less about money and it's more about friends, where the vibes can't done. It's less about funding and more about fun. Tropical sun, that's life in the 60s coming from the Caribbean. You know Ian, Delroy, Vivian, Winston, who got drafted to England. Windrush babies from Kingston to Brixton. To say that, imagine a place where you raise your kids, the only place you live says you ain't a Brit. They're deporting our people and it makes me sick, cause they were broken by the country that they came to fix. It's like
facts.
At the invitation of the British government, their passports were stamped indefinitely.
Bro, Dave, man, is he gonna do a whole track about the Windrush in it? What a fucking god. Honestly, this man just, he touches on all the right topics. Let's go.
Your kids, the only place you live says you ain't a Brit. They're deporting our people and it makes me sick, cause they were broken by the country that they came to fix. It's like
they came at the invitation of the British government.
I came to England at the age of 10 and I've lived here all my life.
Look, imagine a world that's
if anyone who like is watching this video, possibly Americans, won't know what the Windrush generation is, like go and like read about it in general. It was just a bunch of like fucked up deportations of people in the UK that the Tories did.
Full of evil, where dictators and leaders are persecuting your people. The bodies of the innocents are piling to the steeples. The ironic part is they're preying on the feeble. Life throws you a spanner, you can't handle the pain. So you gamble and you drink and then you gamble again. You argue with your wife and then you sleep on the couch. You hit your children and start freezing them out. When you look into the mirror, you're reminded again that you become the dictator you were fighting against. It's like
bro, I just got chills. I barely ever get fucking chills at music. Okay, bro, Dave, you're the fucking goat. You know, you're the fucking goat.
Work things out, but it's never the same. All the women in your household are living afraid.
We are fighting for our homes. Fighting for
Imagine a world that's fucked and untrue, where the many pay a price for the few. And every day the sun rises a little later. That's how it is when you're oppressed.
Bro, oh shit, I've got to plug my laptop in. Give me a second. Where's my fucking charger? I love how he, that's not my charger. Love how he spun the little, the Labour Party catchphrase on it. Yeah, anyway, Dave, man, honestly, fucking go. This is a musical experience. It's not just hip hop, it's not just rap, it's not him just putting out a project. This is a whole experience. I feel like I should be listening to this with my eyes closed in like a dark room, if you know what I mean. Yeah, the whole like, he had a verse and it cuts out and it has like a news report about that subject, and the beat, the production. Honestly, this is so sick.
fighting for
where the many pay a price for the few. And every day the sun rises a little later. That's how it is when your oppressor is your liberator. That's right now living in the Middle East. Praise Allah for the peace. But your asylum, it's got you in a different war. Because the British want to know what you're living it for. We rely on migration more than ever before. Their key word.
This track keeps giving me chills, bro. I'm not used to this. I'm not used to music fucking giving me chills. But it is.
Give them a chance, but your asylum, it's got you in a different war. Because the British want to know what you're living it for. We rely on migration more than ever before. They're key workers, but they couldn't even get in the door. When you're at heaven's gates, what you telling the Lord? You wouldn't even let a kid into some steadier shores.
12,000 children have been killed or injured. The children here are just a tiny...
Oh man, Dave, you're the fucking goat. These kind of tracks, these are the tracks why Dave is my favourite artist. These are the ones. And these are ones that probably a lot of people skip. These are the ones.
This generation has been changed forever by this conflict.
It's like musical. It's a musical. Dave is getting me to just listen to piano. just piano on its own, and I'm loving it. See what I mean? I feel like I should be in a dark room with my eyes closed, just like lying back listening to this.
I went to silence when I need to know who the fuck I was, bro. And I won't hear anyone else, shut everyone else out. So I could just hear myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because we live in this world, yeah? You stand still, the way the tide's set up.
I feel like I recognise this voice as well. But I'm so bad at like telling whose voice it is. I definitely recognise this voice.
Self, bro. You know what I'm saying?
London accent.
We live in this world, yeah? Taking me where I want to go is who the fuck I am, bro.
Sounds a bit like
you know what I'm saying? It's like the tide will tell me that being black is an obstacle. You know what I'm saying? I had to switch rivers, bro. And say being black is an asset. I am who I am because I'm black. And I love everything about that. You feel me?
Dave, Santan Dave, you are the fucking GOAT. That track's made this album. I was hoping for a track like that. I got it. Fire, honestly. Dave, fucking GOAT, man. Like, whenever I listen to a track like this, I just, like, all I can express my like, thoughts about this track. Fuck me, my hair is looking shite. Yeah, all I kind of, like, express my feelings about this is just, Dave, you are the GOAT. Now we have the first official feature, apart from the Stormzy one, which I skipped. First official feature, obviously not including this one, System featuring Wizkid. Let's get into it.
Wine, baby, show me that you're wine and well. Yeah, show me that you're wine and well. Yeah. I never knew about you.
Switching it up to this.
But money make a kiss and tell. Yeah.
If you wanna get rich, there's a million ways. Sweet chick, familiar.
We switching up to the good vibes music.
I got a brilliant taste. Wine, she got a brilliant waist. Wambasaka the Lambo, a spider. Michael Phelps the AP, a diver.
Come on.
Martial, my right hand, a striker. Tried to call, she like her. Yardie love.
Okay, I needed this. I needed this track after that one, that deep one that was giving me chills throughout. I just needed I want to get me up out my seat. Come on, let's go.
Pussy me, I die from Rack City, man. I'm coming like.
Wine, baby, show me that you're wine and well. Yeah, show me that you're wine and well. Yeah. I never knew about you so
Dave,
well.
getting the party tracks. Come on.
Kiss and tell, yeah. One more time and she giving it.
Yeah, this is fire.
One more time and she living it though.
NBC, tell a DJ Dashway is MP3. Who's that girl with a leng DP?
Bro, I don't know what it is about Dave, but he just, in terms of like a rapper that can jump on like a party track, Dave might be one of the best, you know? Like he can just jump on a track like this and just keep the energy high, not make it like too corny or too cheesy. Like just keep it sick. Yeah.
Wait, what am I saved under? When I change number, I don't send BCs. Listen, it's a big flex if you're talking to me. ST, God bless my head. So we're living in debt. Man, for rise up, cause we're living in debt.
Wine, baby, show me that you're wine
okay.
and well. Show me that you're wine and well. Yeah.
Yeah, this is popping off. This is popping off. Some beach highs.
Only pray for love.
This one needs a video, like Location had a video.
So I they give them.
Fire. The album needed that. Perfect placement of a track like that. I think sometimes artists don't really like take care in when they're placing tracks and like at what kind of what point in the album the mood will switch, stuff like that. Sometimes they would kind of just throw tracks together. That was perfect placement. After these kind of tracks, and especially after like a Three Rivers, you switch it up and you have like a good vibes track like System. Perfect timing for that. Perfect. And now we're moving on to Lazarus featuring Bodge, who I've never heard of. Bodge, Bo, I don't know who that is. Let's find out.
Most of my people, they struggle and stress. Political corruption, I rise up until there ain't a government left. Cost to be the boss, even on finance, the man couldn't afford it. Got a body like Uche, text me and I'ma pay a father's mortgage. Listen, I'ma pay your uncle's rent. And if rap don't pay, then we would have been getting it off a crack.
Bro, that's the most like rapper kind of lifestyle bar I've ever heard. Like, give me a text, I'll pay your dad's mortgage.
I'ma pay your father's mortgage. Listen, I'ma pay your uncle's rent. And if rap don't pay, then we would have been getting it off a crack cocaine. I don't know how man could chat so brave. If you and me would be arrogant too.
If you and me, you'd be arrogant too.
tryna whine on me and kiss me. How she make it clap is a mystery. I see a pastor say, Jesus Christi. I see a man say Christ of Nazareth from long time. The first rap that he made was laminate.
I need my music right now. Come on, man. Where's the fucking music?
Oh yeah, Jack in the but what day? Jack oh that big.
I ain't got a fuck what this guy's saying, but it's fire. It's fire. Again, he just switched it up. He added 2 good vibes tracks after that track. Perfect. There's a lot of long instrumentals on this album as well. That seems to be something Dave quite likes doing. Quite often it's like a kind of drawn out instrumental in the middle or at the end. I'm not mad at it, because the instrumentals are fire. See what I mean though? The production on this is just, it's like world-class production. Yeah, so far, this album, man, it's living up to all expectations I had. I saw the track list and I was like, it's hard for me to see what this is going to be like, because most of the features I don't know. So I was like, I don't know how much I'm going to like this. It's hard. Like sometimes, you know, you get to see a track list and you're like, yeah, I think this album's going to be for me, or I don't think this album's going to be for me, like based on the artists that are featured on there. But that's presuming you know who the artists are, and I didn't know any of the artists apart from WizKid and Stormzy, obviously, who had done Clash with him. So I was a bit worried. I was like, am I going to like this album? I don't think I'll ever not like a Dave album, but like, is this going to live up to the expectations? Is it going to be better than Psychodrama? All of that. And so far, it is living up to the expectations. The production on this is insane. Everything, all Dave's contributions have obviously been fire. The track like 3 Rivers as well. That's the kind of the track that just makes an album like right up there. Having a track like that, and was it called Born in the Fire? The one with the basically like UK cypher. That was sick as well. I love it when artists do that. It just springs some features on me. That was fire. And like all the right features on that track as well, with Getz and Meeks and Giggs and Fredo at the start. And then Dave came on for like the last 3 minutes. That was fire. Yeah, so far this album has been very, very fire. And then like taking into account Clash as well, which is already like fire within itself. Yeah, this album is looking very, very solid. Now we only have 5 tracks left. Only got 5 tracks left, but we got 2 very long tracks in this one, so yeah, it's still a while left. So let's get into this one. Let me put my volume back up on Spotify. We have Law Attraction featuring, is it going to tell me? Is my Spotify to So Allegra? Is that who it is? Wait, hold up. Snow Allegra. Allegra? I'm not sure. Again, another feature. I don't know. I'll find someone new through this. Let's go. Attraction.
The lines you cross, I'm sick of fighting. Yeah, you keep trying, that don't mean nothing. And now I don't mind saying, now I feel I think about you. All that I want, that I need.
Okay, this girl's voice is fire. I love it when I find someone like I'd never heard of someone, and then the fact that Dave has chosen an artist like this, like I mean, I don't know how big she is, but like it's very easy for him to go for like a safe option that's just going to be like a recognisable name to everyone in the UK and a recognisable name to like his fans. But instead, he's obviously found an artist that he really likes and put them on his album, just going to give him more exposure. Clearly, I'm one of the people who has been exposed to her, and voice is fire. Big up Dave.
I don't want no distractions. I'ma speak with my actions. Check this. I put your name on a necklace. That's a chain reaction. Don't judge me for adapting. She's studying law of attraction. Answer the phone, make it simple for me, girl. I know that you're thinking of me. Deep.
Now I don't mind saying, now I feel I think about you.
Okay.
And I don't mind
Dave on a little I love track. Okay.
But you could have been all that I want, that I need.
But I'll say that I'm real. If it's real, say how you feel.
We could have been. We could have been.
Yeah, it's a good song. Good song. I think this music ain't like really for me, if you know what I mean. For what it is though, like for a track like this, very solid. Snow Allegra. Fire on the vocals, fire on the hook. Dave's verse is just solid. think that track maybe just not for me. Now we have a 7-minute or an 8-minute track, Both Sides of a Smile, featuring James Blake, who I feel like I might know. I'm not sure. James Blake. Name rings a bell. Let's get into it.
The finer details. Who's your Juliet? What's the dynamic in the situation between the two leads? You know, I guess we're all just...
It's okay, I don't care if no one knows my name. If you think
production on this is actually crazy.
'Cause I am turning
vocals, come on.
You keep the bread all to yourself and you get mold from it. You give a good girl a rose and you get gold from it. Have a child with a rat and you'll get a mouse from it. You give a woman a brick and you get...
Bro, hold on. I'm processing that first bar. You keep the bread all to yourself and you get mold from it. What a line.
You keep the bread all to yourself and you get mold from it. You give a good girl a rose and you get gold from it. Have a child with a rat and you'll get a mouse from it. You give a woman a brick and you get a house from it. The first time splitting up always the hardest thing. And that's when she hit me with a... Well, I don't get why you would tell me you want me to be your wifey. When you want to be Romeo, have me here for the rodeo. I don't believe you when you gas me up and hide me, cause you're lost in these women, you fucking look nothing like me, David. You find asylum in the countries that you fly me and carry.
Shit, is Dave gonna do like a conversation track, like a back and forth conversation? Okay, I'm here for it, I'm here for it.
Me with a... Well, I don't get why you would tell me you want me to be your wifey. When you want to be Romeo, have me here for the rodeo. I don't believe you when you gas me up and hide me, cause you're lost in these women, you fucking look nothing like me, David.
I just wanna fuck with the person I fell in love with. Got a petite waist, sweet face, I'll find another man.
You must have forgotten who the fuck I am.
Oh, this girl's going off on Dave.
You want me to wait, cause you ain't ready. Now we're both in our 20s. I date a man before I wait for a man. This ends here, cause I'll be damned if I give a fucking loser my best years. Got my own car, own money, and my own body.
Honestly, production, I keep saying it. This is insane. This is insane. This track, man, it's put together so well. This is the kind of levels that I expect from someone right at the top of rap, worldwide, not just the UK. And Dave is delivering it. Okay, little beat switch up, let's go. Honestly, like, I hear this music and I'm like, this is crazy, this is crazy. Like, I know Dave has it in him, but I'm just blown away by, like, the levels he can reach. And this kind of track is, like, again, this is a track that, in terms of, like, production and quality of, like, putting together the track, this is on, like, a Kanye Kendrick level, I think. In terms of just, like, this is world-class music production and world-class music in general. I want to hear Anthony Fantana review this album.
Yeah. I just came to the area I grew up and they can't even see the car, but from the engine they know it's me. From North, I grew up seeing mummy count pennies, trying to buy a train ticket but forget saying woe is me. Now I'm in LA with the open seat. They both feel like things I wasn't supposed to see. Used to be my post, we was close, now we argue to the rhythm of a...
Oh, bro. Like, the way, sometimes I lag behind with Dave lyrics because I just need to process it. But it's, I've seen your mum counting pennies trying to afford a train ticket and being by the sea in LA, and they both feel like things I wasn't supposed to see.
I grew up seeing mummy count pennies, trying to buy a train ticket but forget saying woe is me. Like things I wasn't supposed to see. Used to be my post, we was close, now we argue to the rhythm of a broken beat. A lot of pain and a lot of tears. The only reason that I lie is cause of what I fear. My girl knows that I'm a fan of charity, but there's some information I ain't never gonna volunteer. I wish that I could pay for my sins with a lump sum. It takes years to build when you love one. 2.5 minutes and it's undone. Bought my girl a Birkin and she told me that these bitches can't chat to her. I'm telling her they never could. Drugs and bank scams. How the fuck you think I got the name Santan? Run up on me and get a skin tan. Only when you're gone they feel your impact. 19, I had dreams of a wedding ring. So focused on running our race, you can ask James.
Bro, again, this is why Dave's the GOAT. Like, he leaves everything on the track. He just pours out his soul onto the music. And this is just, like, it feels like it's really him talking to him. Like, this is him. He's not putting on any kind of act or, like, persona for the track. This is just him speaking from his heart. And it's why he's the GOAT.
Would come up off of drugs and bank scams. How the fuck you think I got the name Santan? It feels like my luck's been running out.
This is just too sick, man. It's too sick. And Dave gets me just listening to whole instrumentals as well. Because I want to. No other artist can make me do this. Just sit here and listen to an instrumental for like a whole minute and a half. Again, I feel like I should be in a dark room with my eyes closed listening to this. But I gotta record a video. Honestly, bro, the producers on this album, applaud yourself. This is musical mastery. So fire.
I'm Hattie D'Souza.
We have another ad. Bro, I'm blown away by this album so far. I think it's not necessarily like playlist tracks though. This is the only thing that I think may let it down commercially in terms of success, but I really don't care, man. This album is just, it's insane. Honestly. This is making me think that, you know, after I can't judge it at the moment in this moment in time, but it might be better than Psychodrama. Like this album is sick. This is so sick. It's I think some of the best stuff I've heard from Dave, if not the best stuff I've heard from Dave, in terms of like subject matter, delivery, production, just general quality of everything. This album's been incredible, and we've still got 3 tracks left. And one of those tracks is a big 10-minute track, so it's more like, what, like 5-6 tracks left in terms of like what you'd normally expect from a track. A lot of music still to come, and I'm very excited. This album is not getting boring. Often you can get to the end of an album, you're like, yeah, okay, I've kind of heard enough now. I'm still desperate to hear these last 3 tracks, and the first one we have is 20 to 1. Let's go.
Look, 20 to 1, look at the time, it's 20 to 1. I'm on a ride with the guys and we're looking for him. If we catch him, it's 20 to 1.
Okay.
Feds behind me, driving a Beamer. Odds of my freedom are 20 to 1.
Okay.
Made in the street, my nigga nearly got done for an AM. He went on a run, he was staying with me. I told my girl that we can't be together, she's crying.
Oh, Dave coming with the vocals. Okay, I'm liking this. This is giving me, fuck, what's the name of the track? How have I forgot the name? The one he did a remix with Drake on. Wanna Know. This is giving me Wanna Know vibes.
Made in the street, my nigga nearly got done for an AM.
Even more like angelic.
I told my girl that we can't be together, she's crying, it's something I hate to see. Really, I struggle to stay on my feet. I'm looking for her and a lady I meet. I got 2 letters that you're gonna see if you're someone that wanted away in the beef. Feds behind me, driving a Beamer. Odds of my freedom are 20 to 1. I make a call, I'm getting
this is fire.
20 to 1, 20 to 1, yeah. 20 to 1. Look at the time.
Like, Dave's vocals aren't like world-class vocals, but it doesn't matter, man. It really doesn't matter. His voice, like, in general, like, I think is like, his tone of his voice is quite good and quite, like, vocally pleasing. But, like, in terms of, like, technically perfect singing, it's not up there. But again, I think modern day music, like, you don't necessarily have to be the most, like, technically perfect singer, because you can make a track like this that is catchy as fuck and still sound sick.
20 to 1, I'm on a ride with the guys and we're looking for him. If we catch him, it's 20 to 1. Feds behind me, driving a Beamer. Odds of my freedom are 20 to 1. Good girl like Pokemon, easy to hard to catch. I'm so real that it's hard to cap. I've been low, so it's hard to brag. I've been hurt, so it's hard to love. Man, clout chase is tough to watch. Bad friends is tough to drop.
Fire again.
Man, try
straight fire.
That don't work, cause it's tough to cop. Sometimes it's tough to think. No liver left, it's tough to drink. 20 to 1, look at the time, it's 20 to 1. I'm on a ride with the guys and we're looking for him. If we catch him, it's 20 to 1. Feds behind me, driving a beamer. Odds of my freedom are 20 to 1. I make a call, I'm getting in touch. 20 to 1, 20 to 1, yeah, yeah. 20 to 1, look at the time, it's 20 to 1.
Honestly, man, Dave, you're too fucking sick. Versatility as well. This track, man, this is fire. This album keeps getting better and better.
No ride with the guys and we're looking for him. If we catch him, it's 20 to 1. Feds behind me, driving a beamer. Odds of my freedom are 20 to 1. I make a call,
fire, man. This is so fire.
20 to 1.
20 to 1. Yeah, yeah. Cold. Now we have Heart Attack, the 10-minute track. So I'm presuming a nice little storyteller. Let me strap in for this one.
Increase of 71% in victims of serious youth violence since 2012. The mayor says this is linked to an increase in poverty and the highest rates of violence taking place in some of the poorest boroughs.
I bet them boys think I'm panicking. Check what my young G's are carrying. It's blade same length as a javelin. Can't lie, I was depressed at phases. I was 19 when the team nearly left him faceless, hoping that we never left no traces. You know when you're so damn tired in your house but you can't sleep cause you got pending cases. Round here main way to provide for your kin is in a flip blade, little push bike and a sim. In London a place where it's nicer to live is only 5 minutes out from the guys on the strip where man made yay
Facts, bro, honestly, Dave. I fucking love this guy's music, bro. Honestly, this is him just speaking his mind and speaking facts.
Like in a sim. In London, a place where it's nicer to live is only 5 minutes out from the guys on the strip where man made yay work. Heard he a soldier, I know that nigga hasn't got balls like grey work. I never really thought about taking a life till I found out my ex-girl's dad is abusive. I felt, how could I be a man and not do shit? I'm on the way there now and I don't wanna lose it, but fighting her battles only hurting a girl. How can I protect her from the world when I couldn't even protect her from myself?
Bro, Dave, man. His storytelling's so sick, and he's speaking about some crazy shit.
Life's too short, so we gotta turn up. Man, talk on my ting for the gram, it's intrusive. I think back to my youth and I was so ungrateful. How many of our parents had dreams they abandoned so they could put food on the table? Intelligent, worthy and able to somebody's parents. You know? And that affected the way that I see shit. Nightclub toilet. You peed on the seat cause you don't know how it feels when your mum's got a clean shit. And her boss treats her like she don't even mean shit. Life's so hard. I was 12 wishing that I was a white man hard. If I was then he probably wouldn't life man's dogs. Every time you hear me freestyle, put pain in it. I used to wonder, does God have favourites? Touch.
He just described it. That's the best way to describe this track. He's putting his pain out there. Again, like this is what I mean about Dave, bro. He bears it all on the track. He puts everything out there, and that's why he makes such like introspective, deep music. And these are the kind of tracks when you see a 10-minute track from Dave, you know you're about to be sitting here like, fuck, I'm being given like a lot of shit here.
Dangerous. I wouldn't play with it, cause you can go sleep and have a different type of wake for it. I miss my dogs. Unstable, you violate Kristen Raw, turn Chris Benoit.
Bro, hold on. He just said you can go to sleep and have a different kind of wake for it. That's a bar.
I could ride, but it's better when I'm riding a beat. My emotions are peak, it ain't a sign of defeat or the weak. I wouldn't see chewed and cried in my sleep. God strike me if I'm lying, I ain't crying in this beef unless the tears coming tatted on the side of my cheek. I provide for my peeps, the lamb white in the seat, so I'm literally a wolf, disguised in a sheep. You are fight.
I ain't crying unless the tears come tatted on the side of my cheek. Honestly, these kind of things are just what made me love Dave, man. Where he just goes off on like a 10-minute long beat and just freestyles.
If I'm lying, I ain't crying in this beef unless the tears coming tatted on the side of my cheek. There's no good reason to risk your freedom. The youths them snitching and bitches sneaking. She don't wanna talk about friendship, she just wanna deal with a pipe like I'm fixing leaking. And sleep with a legend like Chrissy Teigen. Cut through a nigga like a knife through flora. Feds got the guys on a case and they stalk us. It's a conspiracy like tinfoil hats in a new world order. Touch me, you better have a life insurer. Bloodthirsty, I got sharks in the water and trust me.
Oh, that's the fuck. Touch me, you better have a life insurance. Honestly, this track is just crazy. The amount of bars, the flows on this is just consistently good. Bro, Dave can rap for 10 minutes on one beat and still keep my attention. This is the thing I've always thought about Dave. Whenever I see a 10-minute song on an album, I'm always like, okay, am I going to listen to this whole thing? Am I just going to like listen to a couple minutes and then get bored? I've never, ever skipped past a 10-minute track from Dave because he keeps my attention. He keeps me locked in for the whole thing because he's someone who could hold people's attention really well. And he can rap on a 10-minute track and I ain't going to skip a second of it. And that is not what I would say for many rappers.
For killer well no orca. Have you ever seen a nightmare brought to life? Where I'm from, you get chefed on a normal night. Man talk on my name, but it's porcupines. I'll really put it in a prick like a porcupine. Little bro wanna save for 45. Best politicians been taught to lie. Where do they buy cocaine when they're snorting white? Are they dealers safe or on the borderline? It's ironic cause we don't know where to draw the line. Men see Blue Story, they're mortified. Men see Scarface and it's glorified. Cause when you're black...
Yes. Okay, that's the perfect bar to sum up the fucking Blue Story shit.
M6 all the time, we don't need TFL for a northern line. All the best politicians been taught to lie. Where do they buy cocaine when they're snorting white? Men see Blue Story, they're mortified. Men see Scarface and it's glorified. Cause when you're black, everything gets scrutinized. That's why they call it urban, it gets euphemized. South London, man are getting euthanized. I see it.
Bro, like, Dave is the perfect person to explain this as well. Cause he can just put it into words. And he can explain that whole thing in just like 3 bars. See Blue Story, they're mortified. See Scarface, calm. Because I wonder why. I wonder what the difference between like Scarface or like Batman or like fucking all these like horror movies and Blue Story is. Like, I wonder what the difference is. Is it because they're black? Probably. Like, yeah, and like it's because there's a different rule for black people when they're doing violence. It's worrying. It's scary if a black man is doing violence, but if a white guy's doing it, it's just acting.
London, man are getting euthanized. I see a youth's demise. I wasn't too surprised. He got soaked.
But see what I mean? I had to like use fucking many words to explain that. Dave did it within 3 bars, and he just explained all of what I just said then. Let me try and I want to listen to it.
Horrified, because when you're black, everything gets scrutinized. That's why they call it urban, it gets euphemized. South London, man are getting euthanized. I see a youth's demise. I wasn't too surprised. He got soaked, but his right hand.
That rhyme scheme. He's 6 minutes into the track and he's pulling out shit like this.
Get scrutinized. That's why they call it urban. It gets euphemized. South London, man are getting euthanized. I see a youth's demise. I wasn't too surprised. He got soaked, but his right hand scuba dived. Don't die by a sword that you used to shine. Whores and drug paraphernalia. When ends got sticky, had a flicky with Amelia. I mean Olivia. This ain't Libya. This ain't Syria. You act sillier. We let it seep in your skin like Nivea. Who wants to be a millionaire? I won it. Never done a game show or trivia. I done M-way trips, done shit that I wish I never did because I could have been a prisoner. Is this the shit that appeals to the listeners? Road ain't no amazing life. I'm so ashamed of how I used to get figures. Man sell you a dream like the road things lit and then they leave out the parts where you're burying your niggas or in jail wondering who's putting dick inside your missus. I'm so fucking determined. You all have demons and all see angels, or maybe it's me. A black youth's more than a face on a screen, a number on a laptop or name on a sheet. We got stories to tell and got places to be. From a heart that's the making of me.
I was selling tomatoes. I swear, my leg hurt.
Bro. I just want to give a minute of silence for what Dave just did there. He cut out the beat for a whole like minute and a half. And he still went hard. This Dave album, bro, this fucking album. This fucking track, this single track has like enough content. He could, if he wanted to like make this album commercial, he could have turned this track into about 5 different songs, put a hook on it, but he's putting it all on one song. He's just making this his song where he expresses himself. And bro, that bit where he cut out the beat, that was him speaking from the fucking heart, bro. That was some real shit, bro. Are you seeing what Dave is doing right now? Are you seeing what this man is doing? Oh, fuck off. We got one ad. We got one ad before the last track, of course. Had to slip it. Bro. That fucking track. I got chills at the end. Once again, Davey's giving me chills on this album. 10 minutes, and he kept my attention. He really kept my attention. That was crazy. That was crazy. Honestly, man, Dave, you've outdone yourself. Out of all the long form tracks you've done, where it's like a long 10-minute track, that is by far the best. Like, the others were sick, but that was that one 10-minute track was a whole fucking EP in itself. You could have released that as like 3, 4, 5 different tracks and made an EP. That was crazy. That was insane. And that was fucking emotional. There was pain in that. There was feelings in that, and they translated through the music as well. That's hard to, like, you can speak about pain and you can speak about shit like that, but to get it like really through the music and make the listener feel it is what makes it insane music. And that fucking did it. This fucking album, bro. This album. Okay, the last track, Survivor's Guilt. We have 5 minutes and 40 seconds left of this album. Let's go. My volume's not up. Shit. That killed the mood. Okay, let's get into it. Last track.
Let me show you behind the scene, behind the glitz and the glamour and all the lights you see, behind the rumours on the life I lead. Let me talk to the people like it's the mic and me. The truth is I got really bad anxiety. I'm on the motorway crying in the driver's seat. I don't even know where I'm going. I got love but I don't know how to show it. Survivor's guilt. I feel the worst at my happiest cause I miss all my niggas that couldn't be in this life I built. But that's the type of shit that only I can feel. Getting me in the mood. My ex has got ivory skin, which is funny cause it's really the elephant in the room. Is that enough reason to bury me in a tomb? I'm seeing them laugh at me, calm vulnerable. Ain't that the shit that rap is supposed to do? I'd rather rap about arguing with my girl than fucking your girl, but I don't mind because the both are true. Ignoring my messages.
Honestly, bro, Dave. Look, I know Dave gets like so much praise from the UK, and a lot of people think he gets overhyped and like his fan base is like too like rates him like too highly. I think this is demonstrating why he deserves that hype and why he deserves the position as the best artist in the UK. Honestly, this track, this album.
Times I know she on her. Worst part is I wouldn't even do this.
No UK rapper makes music like this. To this level. Speaking about these kind of subjects, bearing it all on the track, having this much of like your soul put onto music. I don't know a single other UK artist who does that to this level. I don't know many other artists in general, just in the world, that do it to this level.
Damn, hate or love it, you gotta charge it to the game. Heavy is the head, but don't play with my heart. I feel like a footballer when I'm making my art. Through ball, how I'm managing the weight of the past. I felt so much pain that I got favourite scars. And my house got wings like my favourite cars. I got nights where it's light and I got days where it's dark. And the waters that I swim in, it ain't safe for the sharks. He a gangster, but the stress gonna take him apart. I'm with the niggas that I claimed from the start. I see you niggas changing. It takes falling to your death for a person to appreciate fully the gravity of the situation. But that's just irony at its finest. Black women, I just want to say I'm sorry.
Bro.
I've done a lot of...
I didn't even get the bar until he just like explained it to you. That's irony at its finest. Falling to your death to fight the gravity of the situation. Honestly, Dave is just bearing it all on this album. This is better than Psychodrama. I'm saying it. This is better than Psychodrama in terms of music. Just musical ability.
I got nights where it's light.
And I don't, yeah, like, I was thinking, oh yeah, I'm not gonna say that until I get a listen through. But like the way the way this album has made me feel. Music is always up there when it can just portray an emotion and really connect with you. Yeah, the way this music's making me feel is just on another level to Psychodrama.
And I got days where it's dark, and the waters that I swim in, it ain't safe for the sharks. Black women, I just wanna say I'm sorry. I done a lot of dumb shit, I won't lie to you. I wanna be a voice for you, be a light for you. I know I haven't done enough, I wanna try for you. Wanna be on the front line for you, campaign for you, make change for you. I just wanna help in any way, being genuine, I think about it every day. The government ain't gonna help with all the issues that I'm tackling. The way you talk about politics is baffling. I wouldn't even trust my own shadow in a cabinet. Cabinet can't drive no more. I've been looking for the answers, sure that I'll find them. I don't judge and accept.
Bro, I wouldn't even trust my own shadow in the cabinet. Speaking facts. Labour Party's all wrong at the moment.
In a cabinet can't drive no more. Make a film for my mum and tell her tale to the world. This album is just a soundtrack. Look at her story in a year in her life and tell me if it doesn't bring a fucking tear to your eyes. And it's together.
Come on. Jesus Christ. That album. And the way that album ended, bro, it fucking touched me. That was, like I said, music that can make you feel something is when the artist is doing well. And I haven't experienced most of this shit Dave is talking about. If I had experienced any of this shit, like, it would connect with me even more. The fact that it could connect with me on this level when I ain't even gone through this shit is just insane. Like, he can connect with someone that can't even relate personally to the music. Honestly, this album has been insane. And the way that ended with those two tracks are what Dave is about. And they ain't going to be like the commercially successful tracks, but those are the tracks that the real Dave fans are here for. Those ones where he just puts everything on the track, bears his heart and soul on it. Insane album. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments. If anyone's still watching right now, you're a legend. You've stuck with me throughout the whole album review. I doubt anyone is, because this has been an hour and 30 minutes long. Hopefully the recordings all worked well. I've recorded this a bit differently on my webcam and trying to do it all as one video instead of like separate ones, just so I can upload it a bit quicker. Hopefully everything's worked well and it's all like in sync or everything, because I can't really record this again, so hopefully everything's worked well. Yeah, like I said, let me know in the comments if you're still watching right now. If you are, you're an absolute legend. Anyway, like I said, let me know what you thought of this album. Make sure you like this video. If you have enjoyed it, go down, click that subscribe button, turn notifications on. But apart from that, I will see you guys in the next one.